Come in, come in. Sit down by the window with me for a moment. Just let the world outside hurry along without us for a little while. I turned 83 last month, and the other day, someone asked me what it means to be truly wealthy at this age. I just smiled. Let me tell you a secret. If you are between 60 and 85, and you still have these 7 things, my dear, you have already won at life. Time has a funny way of stripping away what does not matter. When you are young, you chase titles, money, and the fleeting admiration of strangers. You think that if you just get that bigger house, or if you just please that impossible person, you will finally feel settled. But as the seasons change and the leaves fall, you realize that true wealth is entirely invisible. It is carried in the quiet spaces of your heart. In my 8 decades on this earth, I have watched empires fall and simple lives flourish. I have seen the richest people cry in lonely mansions, surrounded by things but completely empty inside. And I have seen folks with nothing but a porch swing and a vegetable garden laugh until the sun went down. Today I want to talk to you about the real treasures, the treasures rust cannot destroy and thieves cannot steal, the 7 things that, if you still hold tightly to them in your golden years, mean you have lived a life of quiet, beautiful success. So grab a cup of tea, my friend. Wrap a blanket around your shoulders if there is a chill in the air, and let an old woman share what she has learned from a lifetime of loving, losing, and learning to let go. I remember my neighbor, Eleanor. She was a grand lady who lived just down the lane when my children were still small. Eleanor spent her whole life accumulating things. Fine china that was never eaten from, heavy oak furniture that was never comfortable, a closet full of silk dresses she saved for special occasions that never came. She married a man who looked good on paper, but brought terrible, silent storms into her home. She stayed, of course, because in those days we were taught to endure disrespect in the name of loyalty. When she reached her 70s, she looked around her perfectly pristine living room and realized she was entirely alone. Her children rarely visited, tired of the constant criticism and the cold atmosphere of that house. Her friends had drifted away because Eleanor only knew how to talk about what she owned, not what she felt. One quiet afternoon, she came over and sat on my porch. Tears were spilling into her tea, ruining her perfect makeup. She looked at me with such profound sadness and said, "I spent my whole life building a museum, but I forgot to build a home." That sentence broke my heart. It taught me right then and there that life is not about what you gather, but what you cultivate. Around that same time, I made a choice that changed the trajectory of my life. I decided to stop watering dead plants. I let go of friendships that felt heavy and one-sided. I walked away from arguments that only fed my ego and ruined my peace. I began to protect my spirit like it was a fragile glass bird. It was not easy, my dear. Oh, people called me selfish. They said I had changed. But there is a profound difference between being selfish and knowing your worth. Silent strength became my companion. When I faced loss, and heaven knows I have faced my share of grief that brings you to your knees, I leaned on the invisible pillars of self-love and boundaries I had built over the years. That is when I realized what truly matters as the twilight of life settles in. You cannot take the china with you. You can only take the love you gave and the peace you fought so hard to keep. Let me share these 7 precious things with you. Number 1, peace of mind. If you can lay your head on your pillow at night and your thoughts do not race with guilt, resentment, or unnecessary worry, you are wealthier than any king. You have learned the incredibly difficult lesson of walking away from drama and toxic people who only meant to drain your spirit. You have learned that no is a complete sentence. You no longer feel the need to explain your boundaries to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Peace of mind is the quiet sanctuary you have built, brick by brick, tear by tear. Number 2, a forgiving heart, and mostly, my dear, a forgiving heart toward yourself. We have all made mistakes. Oh, the heavy regrets I used to carry around like stones in my pockets. I used to lie awake thinking about the words I should have said or the choices I should have made. But if you have learned to forgive that younger version of yourself who simply did not know any better, you have found true grace. You did what you could with the tools, the wisdom, and the emotional capacity you had at the time. Let it go. You cannot heal by punishing yourself for a past you cannot change. Number 3, at least one person who truly knows your soul. It does not have to be a spouse. It could be a sister, a lifelong friend, or a grown child. Just one single person in this vast world who you do not have to wear a mask around. Someone who knows your flaws, who has seen you at your absolute worst and loves you exactly as you are. A friend who sits with you in the silence and makes it feel like home. If you have that, you are blessed beyond measure. Number 4, the ability to find genuine joy in small, quiet things. The smell of rain hitting dry earth after a long summer, the first sip of a hot cup of coffee in the morning, the sound of a ticking clock in a warm, cozy room while the snow falls outside. When we are young, we need fireworks and grand gestures to feel alive. But if these simple moments still bring a smile to your face, your spirit is beautifully, vibrantly alive. Number 5, your unbroken self-respect. If you have reached this age and you no longer tolerate disrespect just to keep the peace, I am so incredibly proud of you. Knowing your worth is the greatest shield you can wear. You no longer shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You understand that respect is not a request. It is a requirement. If someone cannot offer it, you know how to show them the door, quietly and without a fuss. Number 6, mobility of the mind. Even if your knees creak when you stand up and your back aches when the weather turns cold, if your mind is still curious, you are vibrant. If you still want to read a new book, learn a new recipe, or understand how the world is changing, you are never truly old. Curiosity is the fountain of youth. It keeps the lights on inside your soul. And finally, number 7, gratitude for the simple fact of waking up. If you open your eyes each morning, feel the breath in your lungs, and feel a quiet thank you echoing in your chest, you have mastered the art of living. You understand that every single day is a gift not promised to anyone. You do not complain about getting older because you know it is a privilege denied to so many. I want you to pause and look at your own life right now. Take a deep breath. It does not matter if you are 60, 70, or pushing 85 like me. How many of these 7 things do you have? Perhaps as I spoke, you realized you are missing 1 or 2. Maybe you are still holding on to a bitter grudge that is eating away at your peace of mind, tying you to a past you cannot change. Or perhaps you are still allowing someone, maybe even a family member, to treat you poorly because you fear the loneliness of setting a boundary. Listen to me carefully, my dear. It is never, ever too late to clean house. You can start today, right this very minute. Sweep out the resentment. Lock the door on disrespect. You have survived entirely too much heartbreak, too much loss, and too many trials to spend your remaining years feeling small or unappreciated. Your life is a beautiful, intricate tapestry, and you are the one holding the needle. You get to decide what colors make up the final threads. Choose the bright colors of peace, dignity, and self-worth. Thank you for sitting with me today. It brings me such warmth and joy to share these quiet moments with you. Sometimes the world gets so loud, and we just need a place to sit and remember what is real. Remember, society will try to tell you that aging is about fading away, about becoming invisible. Do not listen to them for a second. Aging is about distillation. You are boiling away all the fluff, all the nonsense, and you are becoming the purest, strongest version of yourself. Hold tightly onto your peace, protect your beautiful heart, and always know that you are deeply, deeply valued just for being you. If these words brought some warmth to your heart today, please leave a comment down below and tell me which of the 7 things resonated with you the most. I read every single one, and they make my day so bright. Share this video with a friend or a loved one who might need a gentle reminder of their own incredible worth. And if you would like to sit down and hear more stories from this old soul, just click that subscribe button. I will be right here in my favorite chair, waiting for our next chat. God bless you, my dear, and take good care of yourself.